Welcome back. All right, so considering the time when the starts are in these games tonight and then looking at tomorrow night. Anyways, tonight I'm able to do. Tomorrow is just insane. Tomorrow's preview is just probably going to just be me laughing and going, yeah, I'm going to try. Anyways, so we're going to start things off looking at Montreal and Philadelphia as we're in between the first and second period between Vegas and the Colorado Avalanche. So it's Primo versus Ersson. There's a post for Lawton. York has a shot that's fired high and deflects out. And then a point shot deflects in as one of those bonkers bounces. Monahan ends up being credited with the goal. Barron and Gooley with the assists at 129. And that was on what was the first official shot for the Montreal Canadiens. Habs press again. Forster clears. Pizzetta to Stevens. That gets picked off. The shots are 3-1 for the Flyers at 4.5 minutes. Forster to Frost, near miss there. Hathaway has a net drive, that's blocked. Tippett has a shot that's held. Farabee misses one wide for the slot. They press. And then there's a no-zone penalty by Forster. Little overzealous trying to keep the puck there. And so that ends the Flyers' pressure. There's a shorthanded Paling rush that's defended. The power play's killed off. No shots for Montreal during their power play. Gooley has a shot that's blocked and cleared, and then at 11:28 on a bizarre deflection that initially was credited as going in off Slavkovsky, but it's off the Flyers defender. Savard credited with the goal, Pizzetta and Slavkovsky with the assists at 11:28. And so it's a bizarre deflection. It's only the second shot of the game. It's the second goal, and Ersson, I don't think you can blame him on either goal, really. Farabee steals. Habs take it back. They clear. Frost has a rush that's defended. The Flyers press, and then at 15:41, Tippett buries a rebound from a sharp angle. Konechny and Couturier with the assist. So it's 2-1 now for Montreal. Flyers press with 2.5 minutes left. They're kept to the outside. Things get pushy and punchy on a hold by Primo. Puck nearly went in. And here's the thing. The replay does show, if you watched from the front, you'd be like, oh, that puck's totally in the net. But the net cam showed the puck didn't actually cross the line. It was actually out. And in my mind, all I thought was, it is the Flames situation against Tampa all those years ago. About 20 years ago now. So it's that optical illusion. A puck looks in, and again, from the front, it definitely looked like that went in the net, but the replay showed that it did not. So took a little bit for them to figure it out, but it remains 2-1 Montreal after the first period. Second period, early jump and hits for the Flyers. Habs press. Struble has a shot, which is Ersson's first save of the game, because Montreal didn't have a shot the rest of the period after that second goal. Habs press, or Caulfield's tonight on a fast break. Konechny to Couturier, near miss there. Pretty wide open game. Lots of back and forth rushes at this point. Tippett's denied. Primo holds there. Gallagher has a shot that saved. The rebound's cleared. There's a post for Ristolainen as the Flyers press. I think there were 5 posts for the Flyers tonight. Lots of posts. So, dog pile at the net after a chance by Sealer. Couturier fires one wide on a rush. There's a delay of game call. The Flyers get a power play and they score on it. And if you're a Flyers fan, you have to be pretty excited about this because their power play's been awful. So at 8 minutes and 30 seconds, it's Morgan Frost and Drysdale with the assist. So in his first game as a Flyer, he gets his first point. We'll see whether or not Tortorella answers any questions about that after. So that one's wired from a distance. The shots are 4 apiece with 9.5 minutes left. Flyers press with 7.5 minutes left. They're kept to the outside. There's a power play for the Flyers. Early clear. Frost has a shot that deflects out. Montreal kills that off. Habs press with 2 minutes left. Struble has a shot that's blocked and cleared. Farabee to Couturier gets blocked in the final minute. It's 2-2 after 2. Third period. Suzuki has a net drive that's defended. Josh Anderson's denied. Evans has a shot that's held as the Habs press. Gallagher then had a chance that was kicked aside. The Habs press. Struble had a shot that was held as Struble continues to play well for Montreal. Zamula has a tip shot that saved. The shots are 7-4 Montreal, 7.5 minutes into the period. Ullinen has a net drive that's blocked. The Flyers rush the other way. There was a post for Tippett, which was his second post of the night. Forster has a net drive that saved. The Flyers press. York has a shot that deflects out. Couturier had a turnover slot shot that was held. Anderson's denied on a fast break. Sealer had a shot that was held. Momentum for the Flyers late in this one. Frost misses one wide from the slot as the Flyers press. We're going overtime. In the overtime, the Flyers controlled early. Evans then steals it. Flyers take it back. Lawton has a rush chance that's held. York had a chance that was held. Konechny is poke checked at the net as he was getting close. Sanheim fires one wide. Frost is denied on a fast break. And then Anderson's absolutely robbed on a fast break. We're going to overtime. The first going to shootout. The first shooter in the shootout is Couturier. He is the only one that solved the goaltender in the shootout. Your final score is a 3-2 shootout victory for Philadelphia, who really needed the 2 points here. 21-14-6 record for Philly. Montreal stays 500. 17, 17, and 6. That's how they like it. Shots on net, 10-2 Philly in the first, 7-6 Philly in the second, 15-10 Philly in the third, 7-1 Philly in the overtime. Final shots, 39-19 for the Flyers. Power plays, Montreal 0 for 1, Flyers 1 for 2. The hits, 19-16 for Montreal. Primo saved 37 out of 39. Ersson saved 17 out of 19 for the Flyers. After those first two went in, he didn't allow another. All right, now, Wild and the Dallas Stars. Wallstead versus Wedgwood. I feel bad for Wallstead. His numbers are ugly coming out of tonight. I don't know how many of these goals you can put on him. Maybe one or two, but honestly, this was just Dallas needing a win, and they knew it. So the Rave jerseys, Dallas's record getting better with the Rave jerseys. Good early flow to this one too. There wasn't very many stoppages in the first 40 minutes of this. Shots are 2-1 for the Stars at 2 minutes. The Wild press at 3 minutes. The next shift, the Stars, they get some pressure of their own. The Wild blocking them out. Hintz tips one wide. Bogosian's denied. The rebound's cleared. Power play for Dallas. There's an early clear. Then there's a shorthanded rush by Freddie Gaudreau. They kill that off. One shot for Dallas during the power play. Steele's then denied as the Stars press. After that power play's done, there's pressure and Steele is denied. And then the Wild press with 8 minutes left. The shots are 10-5 for the Stars with 7.5 minutes left. A couple of those shots get taken off the board, and it had to have been more than 2 because Dallas would score before the period was out. So Boldy has a shot that's held. I just say that because the official shots show 8 for Dallas, but when I wrote 10, I swear it said 10 on the screen and on the app. So the Stars score on a rush, but it's offside. It was pretty obvious that Robertson was offside, so I took that off the board right away. Even while they were like, well, it might be an optical illusion. Nah, he's just offside. Foligno has a shot that's blocked and cleared. There's a press by the Stars with 4 minutes left. Marchman has a shot that deflects out, and then Pavelski. And this rush goal counted at 16:45. Nice unassisted goal by a 39-year-old playing like a 20-year-old. Foligno fires one wide on a turnover. The Wild would press to close it out, but it's 1-0 Dallas after 1. Second period. Early press by the Wild. Both goalies really sharp to this point in the game. I swear they were. Robertson has a slot shot that's held. Zuccarello then had a shot that was blocked. Steele has one that's held. The shots are 5-2 for Dallas, 4.5 minutes in. And then Duchesne. That had to be at 4 minutes because at 4:28, Duchesne scores from Zuter and Lundqvist. It's a face-off win and is buried on a bounce for the Stars. So home bounce, those count as well, and Duchesne gets the goal to make it 2-0 for Dallas. The Wild look to answer. Wedgwood holds as they're pressuring. Faber has a screenshot that's kicked aside. There's a post for Foxa on a 2-on-1. 4 minutes between whistles. I think it actually ended up being around 5 minutes by the time that whistle went. Bogosian has a rush chance that's saved. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. The fans vehemently disagreed with the idea that they were offsetting penalties, believed that the Dallas Stars should have gone to the power play there. It just doesn't happen. Johansson to Rossi, near miss. There's a post for Faber during the 4-on-4. Sagan's then denied on a rush, but shortly after that, still 4-on-4. Hintz scores from Marchment and Lindell at 14:59 on the rush, and Faber broke his stick at the bench, just snapped it in two. So, yeah, Faber, I'm guessing, took some responsibility for that. I don't know, and again, because he hit the post before that, but, I mean, it happens. I do like the competitiveness, though, from Brock Faber. So, 2:37 left. Faber with a delay game call. I don't think that made him happy either. So the Stars go to the power play. There's an early clear of the Wild block. They clear again. Middleton cross-checks Sagan. There was no call on that play. I thought it was a cross-check, but the penalty had just ended, and yeah, they did let some stuff go in this game. So we go to the third period with the score 3-0 for Dallas. Lindell has a slot shot that saved. The Wild press, but they're kept to the outside. Near miss for Dewar. Shots are 1 apiece at 3.5 minutes. Hartman has a sharp angle shot that's held. And then Boldy scores with his back. So the puck goes in off his back. It deflects in. It was a point shot by Faber that does that. Eriksson Ek with the other assist at 4:22. And now the Wild look for another. They have an opening. They feel like maybe there's some momentum here. They're only down 3-1. There was a post for Rossi. There's more pressure by the Wild. Pavelski has a shot that's held. And then on a 2-on-1, Robertson goes 5-hole. He scores that one from Lindell at 8:05. And then on zone entry, Lundqvist buries one from the slot. He scores that one from Fox at 9:25. So, yeah, it's become 5-1. So then there's a delay game call against Dallas. 34 seconds later, it becomes a 5-on-3 for Minnesota. Minnesota scores during the 5-on-3. That's far too long to give them a two-man advantage. Hartman scores the 5-on-3 goal from Zuccarello and Boley at 11:03. Minnesota had some chances, but Dallas does kill off the 5-on-4. Lundqvist has a rush chance, that's held, and then Sagan on a turnover chance, he buries one. Marchment with the assist at 16:10. The Wild press to respond, but then Steele, who didn't really celebrate this goal, he scores another. That's from Lindell and Smith at 18:17. Thus the no mercy magnet for the 7-2 victory for the Dallas Stars tonight. They go to 24-11-5 with the win. Minnesota 17-19-4 as their season continues to slip away. Shots on net 8-6 Dallas in the first, 16-3 Dallas in the second, and then Minnesota rallies a bit. They outshoot Dallas 14-10 in the third. Final shots 34-23 for the Stars. Power plays Minnesota 1 for 2, Dallas 0 for 2. Hits 26-9 for Minnesota. Wallstead saved 27 out of 34. Again, it's an ugly stat night for him, but I don't know how many of those you could put on him. And Wedgwood saved 21 out of 23. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.